Hello, time travellers. I'm Colonel Failure, and you're watching Totally Tropical Transport Fever 2. This is the third part in a three-part series on building out the northern hemisphere of this. It's not really hemispherical map, but it sounds more grandiose to word it that way. Anyway, I've got rather more than is ideal to finish off today, and therefore I should stop hanging around and actually cut to the chase and get it done and hurry up a bit and, not stall or waste your time or anything like that. It's a nice bridge, this, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to build this in a bit. Yeah, anytime. As soon as I get started today, we'll build this pretty much immediately or, half an hour or so in. Yeah, so no time to waste. Yeah, better not hang around. Yep, let's get on with it. Intro. Now then, I've been reviewing the plan, right? Because the plan is, let's review the plan. With the great camera movement there. The plan is, Medan, up to Royston Vasey and the Cuesta Verde interchange there. This has got a potential to be amazing, Won't be, but it has the potential to be amazing. And then up to Hill Valley, and that's as far as we've got so far. Now, the next stage is relatively straightforward. We go out of here, around this sandbank. Lovely. So scenic. Loving it. And then over to Stepford. Yes, marvellous. And then what? Well, here's the thing. And we could hook a strong left and hit Fuel Station, but Fuel Station doesn't actually have an awful lot of space to play with. It does lend itself rather towards an ongoing connection to Ulthar, but that's quite that's quite a severe bit of bridge that we're going to use. Maybe I don't care. We'll see. But then on to Ulthar and then out to Wakanda, right? Now, the alternative would be from Stepford. Stepford's happening. Get used to the idea. Brace for bulldozing. And then a slightly longer bridge here over to this uninhabited island that is no use to anybody at all. Before heading across there, and then, that's interesting. And then over from this spit of land to that spit of land. I mean, it's a very small spit. Bulldoze the Wakanda High Street, and then onto the Sprawl and Asgard and Riverdale and Ulthar, turning Wakanda into something of a something. Brilliant. Okay, right, now, I've got one more thing to do before we get that underway, and that is to go, to those of you who've said, he's only got one depot, how's he going to cope with that? I'm going to go, New York, that's the secret weapon. The last connection will be that. Now, I did say that we were going to have all of this done in 3 episodes. This is episode 3. I should stop talking quite so much in a non-productive fashion and get on with it. Thule Island is going to be dealt with by ship. Right, onwards. Now, we should probably do this in the simplest way possible, which is we'll come in and we'll plant the station here. I don't like it. You've got to do something clever with a bridge approach. All right, Stepford's going to have some casualties. I think that's pretty much a given. Right, train station, passenger, double track, 160 metres, high speed with electrification. Bosh, and station about there. Do I need to measure up any more than that? No, I was actually probably pretty good. A little bit more this way. But not too much, because we have got to curl it back round again. So we're going to stick it in right there. Okay, good. And then we're going to make that work. And we'll make that work. Firstly, we'll get rid of this bit. Good. And then we'll put in some track. Now, because I am going to try and do this today, other people do speed builds. You know how they do them? They cheat. I take nothing back. They cheat when they do a speed build, and what they do is they record 67 hours worth of them faffing around with track and what have you, and then they speed it up so it lasts, as far as the viewer is concerned, for 3.5 minutes. That's not a speed build. What we're doing today is a speed build, where we're just going to build everything really fast. There we go. That's 180 metres to you. Now, we don't actually need ships to be able to get under there, so we'll leave that as is. The observant amongst you will notice that I used the humpback the bridge option there. That's something I wouldn't normally do, but But I'm speed building, and therefore the gloves are off, and we're just rolling here. Now, obviously, we're going to try for a speed build that actually ends up looking quite nice. But you know, I won't draw the line at something that doesn't. That said, look at that. Brilliant. That's perfection. It's poetry in motion. Right, next job is to hit a bridge that goes across here. Now, we want to stay on the left-hand side of this hill before swooping across and getting along the spit there, right? So the smart move here is going to be to up the tempo on the bridge height a little bit and then wang it across like this. Yeah, make it out of the right stuff. Now, I didn't make this too high, but again, we haven't actually got to get ships underneath it, so who really cares how high it is, other than it needs to look semi-plausible, rather like myself. Oh yeah, I'm semi-plausible. That's certainly a thing. Right, let's keep you all on one level. Did we get a cheeky tunnel out of that? No. No, that's okay. We've got a cheeky, nice view out of it, and that's positive. And then that is pointing pretty much in the direction we want. Maybe about there. Yeah, accept. Good. Now all we need to do is turn back round here, because I'm going to do each bit as we get to it. Otherwise, I'll go. And we're done. Oh, hold on. I haven't done this bit. Actually, I've managed to do that in a way that has not bulldozed anything in the town. Well, that's a good place to end up then. Right, good. That's that done. Yeah. Now, I mean, it would be very easy for me to paint this as some kind of genius-level building operation. And in the comments, I invite you to say, my goodness me, that was a genius-level building operation. Because, you know, that way you'll be kind of in on a running joke. Apparently the condition of road vehicle 220 is very poor. Yeah, well, stuff it. Right, okay, so we're now here. Now, if we start this off at the correct elevation, I'm not sure where I'm going to put the Wakanda town station, but I want the bridge to do that, because that's pretty cool. And it's also semi-realistic. And if you were doing a bit of civil engineering, this is probably the approach you'd opt for. The bad news for the citizens of Wakanda, of course, is that, oh dear, the big road there is in big trouble. Wait. Hold on. No, there's something that I've wanted to build since I thought of it a little while ago. Now, I think we'll try it now. Because if this works, it's going to be absolutely terrific. If it doesn't work, it's going to be less terrific. Right, from there... Yep, that'll do it. Okay, yeah, okay. From there, straight across... Oh, the road condition, the vehicle condition of number 219 is very poor. To about there. Now, make it out of the right stuff. Now, is that the sort of angle that we're happy with? Yeah, pretty much. Right, just do a quick height check. Maybe a little bit... I think we can make that work. If we can't, I'll rebuild it. I've got the best part of £1 billion in the bank. And therefore, we'll have another swing at it. Well, if you're going to potentially take another swing at it, see if it does what you want first. Now, as discussed in the preamble there, it's doing it. The aim is to have a station here that allows Asgard and Ulthar to be connected up with the rest of this network. And that means that I've got to put this somewhere wonky. Yes. All right, now, it did the first stage, lovely. Basically what I was chasing after is a bridge that goes into a tunnel. I know, big dreams. That's what I'm all about. What if we were to do that? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's come out beautifully. You still haven't solved where you're going to put the station, but that's worked, so we'll take it. We haven't had to demolish any of Wakanda, which is super. So if you were to put a station here, that's rubbish. Yeah, it is. What about if you put it here? No, if you put it out there, you're too far to get catchment. That's no good then, is it? Where you want it is you want to get rid of this road. Right? Yeah. Put it in here, right? Because then you get catchment on this oil refinery. Gives you good ongoing bits and pieces to do that. And you can also then pull an S curve round there to get to the next stop. Yeah, it means I'm going to have to reshape that tunnel that just worked, which is a bit of a shame. But ultimately, we're just gonna deal with it. Now, I'm going to make this a 4-tracker because there's probably going to be enough traffic to warrant it. Stick that in there. Later on, we'll put some freight on this as well. So if I put that in there, okay, all right. Now this is going to make the tracking a little bit tricky. But if we just, we lean into whatever's coming next, then we've kind of set our stable out. Right, let's bulldoze this back. This is costing me time, but we've got to get this right. Now, if any surface buildings happen to fall by the wayside here, sorry. Equally, not sorry. Yeah, can I just give me a? Oops. There we go. That's got it. Right. Where's it gone? Did we get quite a lot there? That would be helpful. No, we didn't. We didn't get as much as you think. I want the... How are you going to get at that? I don't know. Actually, how's that for angle? The angle might be workable from here. No, it's going to be horrendous. You're going to need to come out far further this way and then come in at a more genteel angle. But you can't go back too far. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere at all. And the speed build screams to a stop. Now, we could leave a bit of derelict track there, which come the zombie uprising, people will be quite grateful for. But actually, I've done it. I've cleaned out the lot, and only one house needed to be excavated. Now, is that the end of? I think that is the end of the track. All right. So if we head this way. Just a little bit. Keep the speed up to 120. I'm not a monster. We want to keep the speed up a fair bit. And then, well, what does this do? Onto there is the ideal. Okay, all right. It's close. Also, oh, yeah. This is a great idea. That's the one. Right there. Now, we've had to take it down a little deeper in order to get that to go round there. But what it means is the passing track here has got a fighting chance of getting over the top of that. So it could end up working quite nicely. And as far as kind of route deviation is concerned, it hasn't been too severe. It's been severe, but it hasn't been too severe. All right, can we get over here in one swing? Yes, we can. Oh, that's helpful. Am I on the right side of this track? Well, actually, it doesn't matter at the current time because the other end of this is not yet connected. Now, what would be brilliant here is if you were to do another cheeky tunnel. I could cheat and increase the height of the land, and I will do. Yeah, you see, it doesn't want to do it. I'm going to cheat and just do this. Right, give me a bit more of that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Now, the only thing that matters here is that it looks semi-authentic. All right, okay. Semi-authentic? Wow, that's a speciality. Careful, you're giving it a growth. Yeah, okay, that's maybe a bit severe. Now, if we take this one, this is the height map texture tool. I've shown it off before, but I haven't used it in ages. So what you do here is you grab the texture you're after. Let's say noise 1, and then you do a bit of that, and it crinkles it. So it turns what was looking like just a lump that you'd pulled out of the sea, it turns it into something that looks like, conceivably, it could have been made by Mama Nature and all her merry pilgrims. Right, that's worked. Cool. Yeah. I mean, it's pure vanity, of course, but I quite fancied Cheeky Tunnel to bridge to Cheeky Tunnel, which is one of the lesser-known moves in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. But it's one that I can pull off with aplomb. Right, keep going through here. Oh, if you want to put a cheeky tunnel in there as well, you know I'm all about that. Would you? No, it's going to be a gouge. All right, well, it's acceptable. All right, where are we up to? 13 minutes, and I've connected 2 towns, complete with the most scenic bridge you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay, I think you're exaggerating. Yeah, I know, but you've got to sell these things. If you don't make out that you're, some kind of flipping wunderkind, then no one else is going to give you the time of day. Right, next up is the sprawl. Okay, all right, okay. Next up is the sprawl. Yeah, good. Now, I'm going to need to do some kind of convoluted point setup system thing here so that people can get from one track to the other. But I'll worry about that when I start worrying about it. Next up is going to be interesting. Now we're going for New York from the sprawl. So here is the very obvious place to put the station. But there's also the opportunity to maybe hook round and do a little New York, Minas Tirith, Rivendell. Where's Riverdale? Because Rivendell is Lord of the Rings. I've got it from somewhere, not entirely sure where. But yeah, it lends itself towards potentially having a loop further on. And I haven't really built any loop-based services yet, so that's worthy of consideration. Now, none of this is going to work yet because I've got very few, if any, of these stations actually connected up. But what I can do is I can connect them up while I'm running trains from the depot. Now, hopefully the folks at the sprawl don't kind of go, oh, he's removed a bit of road. That's okay. We can put that back in for him while I run my track out here. There we go. That's it. That's good. Yeah. Now, I also need to start thinking about what am I actually running up here train-wise. So it's set up for kind of your high-speed electric commuter shuttle type stuff. There's some nice long legs going on here. I don't think they're TGV length. The reason I often do TGF is because I believe that is the unlicensed name that it was given in the original game. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just completely off my rocker, but that's another town connected up, incidentally. Not fully, you understand, but close to. And then let's get rid of this road, because one, it's horrible. Secondly, it's in the way. Right, there you are. Have at it. Right, good. Next up is this one. Right, okay, now, do we want a level crossing? Well, I'm thinking about it, but no. Right, here we go. Straight on down there. Okay. Now, this is a heck of a long route we've got going on here, and therefore it's going to support, well, I would hope, it would support quite a few trains. So we've got a collige. Ah, that's unhelpful. I mean, this little coastal embankment, I mean, it's going to be, you know, if Greta's on the money, then this is going to be underwater fairly soon, so I probably ought to just give it a little bit of extra space. Yeah, because it's scenic. Yeah, we will make flood defences, but only if they are attractive. Now then, what's my connection going to be here? New York, if I recall, is not actually that... we already talked to Minas Tirith. Oh, that's jolly good fun. Okay, all right. So what we want is just a peel off about here. How are we doing heading wise? Pretty reasonable. Do we want better than pretty reasonable? No. That's going to be okay. And well, obviously we're merging onto some old school track here. To be honest, we're going to be using an old school train to start with. I've not entirely decided which one. But it will be, well, it's only 1935, so it's not like I've got a choice in it being old school or not, because the school still is old. Bit of a nice bridge scenic there. Now, if I get this done in good time, we'll ride it. But that's going to be somewhat contingent on the train that I deploy to go out on this route, actually getting up here at some point before the heat death of the sun. So it's heat death of the universe is the thing people say. Oh yeah, before the sun goes supernova. There you go, that works. Right, now, do you want to sit on there? No, mate, I'm colliding. All right, well, we'll come at you from the other direction. All right then. Right, okay, round the corner. Nope, not round the corner. Get as close as you can without upsetting the coastline. I mean, I could, you know, lengthen the coastline again, but, you know, who has that kind of time? This is speed building, professional grade. None of this, you know, put on some flipping unlicensed, ruddy, awful YouTube library music while you play 8,000 hours worth of monkeying around with 2 feet of track. No. This is going in fast and hard. Right, okay, that's done quite nicely, has to be said. So there we go. We connected up Stepford to Wakanda, the Sprawl, and into New York. And by default, we end up in Minas Tirith. Excellent. Yeah, that's you done, mate. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Need signals. I need to connect all those stations up to the towns. But fundamentally, that's a big flipping route. So rather than New York being the terminal for it, we'll go all the way out to Minas Tirith. Bit of New York cannibalisation. Well, if we had a third platform here, I would be happy turning it around. You could add one. No, look. I mean, I've built a bridge. This bit's good. That bit isn't. This is nice. That bit isn't. Although it's not. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've built. No, it's close to it, though, isn't it? Oh, shut up. Right, okay, so if we come down here into Minas Tirith, we're going to need more stations here. The platforms, beg your pardon. Because this new route is going to need a platform. The existing route needs a platform. And the one that I'm going to run out to Riverdale and beyond is also going to need one. So that's 3 then. Yeah. Maybe leave that for the next project. All right, I'm leaving it for the next project. Let's deploy trains. Now, if I'm right, and I think I am, then New York is actually collected up to the full main line. So to the spinal line, and therefore we should be golden. Okay, here we jolly well go. All right, number 1 is the masterpiece at the xylophone. Or the masterpiece that is the xylophone, followed by Royston Vasey, which needs a different name because it now also represents Quest of Erde. And then from there, we're going to go out to Hill Valley. So far, so good. And then on to Stepford. And then a tasteful jaunt out here to Wakanda. The pronunciation of which I'm going to vary every time I say it. And then onto the Sprawl, yeah, and then New York, and then out there. This is a beefcake route, this is, right. And then from Minas Tirith back to New York. Don't miss any. You have a habit of missing them. Don't miss one. And then Wakanda, yeah, and then Stepford. And we could do the rest without moving the camera. Royston Vasey, oh, hold on. We need to make sure we don't tell it to stop at the airport because that'll confuse it. Yeah, and the xylophone, which should be the first one on the route, which it is, so we don't need to actually add that. Right, what is this then? This is north. We can't call it the Northern Line. We can't call it the Northern Umbrella, for I have used those names. Yeah, no, that's it. I've done. All right, now all you've got to do is find it. There you go, line 1. But it's not line 1, is it? What is it? It's a... it's the... Okay, yes. It is the Arctic Traveller. But it's not very Arctic up here, is it? No, but it is the northernmost line that we have, and therefore Arctic is semi-appropriate. Now, the journey time on that is going to be horrendous. So I'm going to need multiple trains, which means clogging up the main line from now until Christmas. Unless you're watching this at Christmas, in which case it will be longer than that. New summer? What are you talking about? Midsummer. Right. What do you got for me? Oh, M300s. Tempting. Is it? No. What about the red arrow here? The road to file. Well, yes, and indeed no. It's too long a route to be mucking around with these things. The little Alco. No, but I do want to use the little Alco, just not here. Anything else that we've got? The 4.7 does 100. Yeah, but we've got steam that's faster than that, so we'll go with steam that is faster than... I'm going to use the A4. Yeah, 145 of your kilometres per hour there. I'm going to go with 5 of them. That's not many, and therefore we'll need to deploy more later on. But that's what we're going for. Right, add an A5. And then hopefully we've got some wagons that are suitable for that. We're not going to put a New Mexico on there. They only do 120. The New Mexico does 150. You can't put New Mexicos with an A4. The internet will go berserk. Yeah, they will. Why have we got a loco that doesn't have a matching flipping carriage? Oh, Pooh. All right. Oh, well, is there something American? Oh, this is the Hiawatha. Oh. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. You're fired. We're going to go with the Hiawatha. Do you know why we're going to go with the Hiawatha? Go on, tell us. Because historically, it has always been woefully unbalanced. By which, I mean, you are unable to make a profit with the thing unless you really drill down into making a route that works. Right. Yeah, I've always gone bust running Hiawathas. 90 capacity? We could go more. No, I think 90 capacity will do. I think 108 capacity will go nicely. Right, 5 please. Okay, that's 107 million. Bargain. I should have bought more. Right. Now's the point where we find out whether it can actually get there. And it's the Arctic, isn't it? Arctic Traveller. Okay, well, it's stating that deployment has occurred. Let's watch one come out of the depot hole. There you go. Fantastic looking train, your Hiawatha. I have matched it at least with something of continental appropriateness. Appropriately continental. Yeah. Okay, right, we're going to watch it go a little bit further. And then we're going to hastily, well, not that hastily, we're going to leisurely connect up all those towns and plumb in a couple of commuter lines where it is warranted. Yeah. It's a very, very nice looking locomotive. Hopefully I can turn a profit with it. I mean, frankly, if I can't turn a profit on this line, then, I should hang up my spurs. I'm loving this double signal that I've got going on here. Serves absolutely no purpose at all, but it's still brilliant. Right, okay, now then, let's head back up to the Arctic and get this sorted. It's quite a long way away. We're going to be waiting a while for this stuff to turn up. It's not Mos Eisley, you've got further to go. Right, here we are in Medan, and we've already got some commuting action going on. Is this close enough to the... It is close enough to the station, so you're already set. Right, Medan is good to go. And then we move on to Royston Bay. This station needs a different name. We'll call this Questa. Yeah. Vasey. Oh, I see what you're doing there. International. International. That's not a word. Oh, it possibly is. That's just your pronunciation. Right, okay, good. That's that done. And this is already connected up to the big interchange here, so that should all be good. We then rip through the town, disrupting people's peaceful night's sleep. I know, still need signals. And then we're into Hill Valley, which is not connected and will need a commuting line. Oh, someone has left a bit of cheeky road here ready to connect up. That someone was me. Is that country road? No, it's got street lights. Are you sure? Is that just Tiddley Road? Yeah, it might be. It is. Tiddley Road's not going to do it. We need something robust and meaningful. But you might be stuck with it. Oh, but robust and meaningful. Yep, suck it up. Okay, all right. Let's get the tendrils operational first. All right, tendril singular. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, just park it in there. Good. And then, are you going to upgrade? If I offer you a no, you're going to collige. All right. Well, let's not stress ourselves over that and just do a bit of this. All right, and then we're going to want some kind of bus type, tram type behaviour over here. Now, I could just go with a straightforward bus stop, thereby leaving a little bit more space for would-be property investors. But actually, I want to turn around. We are going to go bus rather than tram over here because I think it will work out better. Now, what route are you actually following? You head up there and then up to the corner or around the kind of loop here. That's quite nice. You've built something semi-reasonable here, you know. Is it? Yeah, it flipping is. Right, there's the centre of town, and that's probably got reasonably good connection already. In fact, that has got amazing coverage. But we do want to encourage a little bit more growth out on the perimeter. Right, what are you going to do about that then? Well, probably nothing. Okay. Well, why are we dwelling on this point if nothing is what's going to happen? Hold your horses. Oh, look at this traffic jam. Oh, look at this traffic jam. Oh my giddy! Oh crikey! Why are you all snafu'd? Okay, all right. What's the problem? Who are you waiting for? That's the question. We're waiting for this clown. All right. Well, look. What we should do here is we should disable the traffic. No, no. Don't let people. That's fixed it. Right. Okay. Yeah. Eat your heart out, Biffer. Right. We delete this tiny little piece of road and it all just works. Yeah, it does. Once it unclogs, that'll go. Stop stopping for the zebra crossing. There are no passengers, people, pedestrians, and if there were, we'd just run them down, and they would deserve it. Okay, now I mean, arguably, a connection across there is probably stop dwelling on this stuff and build something, would you? All right, that does mean that this stop is probably not a good one to use. So perhaps putting in another one would be a plan. We could... yes. What? Well, I was thinking here. So we could put one here and then one there, maybe. And then something. It is unclogging. Look, you can see it. Unclogging. There's still some weirditude going on with this crossing at the corner. All right. Okay, hold on. Stronger medicine is required. Alright, can we kill that? Yeah. Why are you not giving me bulldozing options? I demand them and have earned them. Right, there we go. Yeah, now we're taking no prisoners. Get this. Grab the street. I want the big stuff. Right, give it electric. Yeah. Sling a little bit of bus lane in there as well. Just for good measure. And like that. Go. It could also be a change in the grade of the road will slow things down occasionally as well. But I mean, who really knows? These people, they've all lost the plot. They're all going, I don't know what's going on anymore, and they're leaving. Well, that's their lookout, I suppose. So if I run one out of here, I might have to look up how to turn off the street lights, the traffic signals. What are we doing here? Are we going to take out this chap's house or not? I think we are going to take out this chap's house, and then we can form a straight line exit off. No, you can't. We can form a straight line exit off there. No, you can't. Why are you insisting on doing a wonky angle off there? That's where I want to come from. No. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you not just go in a straight line? Okay, right. Well, we don't need a bus lane because there's nowhere for the bus to actually lane there. We do end up with traffic lights here. Ease it on this way a bit. Yeah. We can at least form a nice T-junction at that bit. Alright. That will slow things down a bit, but we can at least queue public and private transport next door to one another. So that will be something, probably. Meanwhile, you've not actually done anything towards solving your problem, and you've got Hiawatha's inbound. And the goal... you've gone premature with that, son. The goal is going to be to clock in some signals around the time the trains turn up. So shake a leg and stop, pontificating quite so vigorously. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. Now this is a good place to stop. Yeah, and no, we are. We're going with the plan. All right. This isn't necessarily the optimum route. In fact, this isn't the optimum route, but it's a route, and therefore, hooray for us. And then out to that one, and then back to that one, and then back to this one. Feels too easy. Yeah. Why isn't it highlighting? Because you haven't got buses enabled. There you go. That's what it's going to do. Oh, it goes both ways. Oh, I like it when it does that. Okay, right. That will do as an interim solution. I say interim. That will do as the solution we run with for now. Right, you are commuter. A good traditional name has opened up, and that is going to be Hill Valley. Hill Valley. Right, find me a truck depot, please. A road depot. No. Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty terse of you, but I get that it can't be done. Give me just a regular road depot. We'll plunk it out here in the middle of nowhere, and then deploy. What do you think? 3, 4, 4. 4 of the finest vehicles known to man will be deployed on it to yield a massive profit, and it's going to be the Fuso B46 because it looks like it's out of Munsters. Right, there we go. All the Addams family. For those of you unfamiliar with the work of Herman and the team, Commuter Hill Valley. Would you like to see it? I thought you might. Let's go and say hello. Let's go and hold the right button, you fool. Right, there we go. These are really quite swelligant. Yeah, they are. I mean, you've got a nice patina going on the roof already, and they're brand flipping new. So obviously they've had the parts in place for a while. Right, anyway, that's going. Shut up and move on to the next one. Stepford. Hello, Stepford. Now, the station here at Stepford is perfectly placed to do our passenger ferry. That's fun. Now, is there another good passenger ferry stop? Yeah, Royston Vasey. So we could do a Stepford, Thule, Royston passenger. No. Royston's on the same train line. Gallifrey. Yes. Now you're talking. Right, okay, we can set that up. But not now. Well, no, but if we're quick, we could do it in a couple of minutes. You're going to run out of time. You are going to be hard pressed to get through all of this, you know. Yeah, but I built all the track. Yeah, but that's meaningless because anyone can stick 3 stations down in the middle of nowhere and go, ha, check me out and my amazingness. In your what? You heard. Right, there you go. Stick that on there. Now, casualties were incurred there, but they knew what they were letting themselves in for. Right, stick that in there. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking this way actually, but thanks AI. Yeah, you've generally got with the program there, and then we just need coverage. Now, what have we actually got from the station itself? Pretty much most of the town, but the town will grow pretty quickly once we start running trains in here. The only reason it's not growing at all right now is that it's got no private vehicle connection available. Oh. Yeah, I know. It's deeply, deeply tragic. Right, stick that on there, and that will cover all of this. And then, what? Do you want to put a pointless one out here? Yeah. All right, okay, off you go then. And then somewhere for things to turn... That would have been the place to put things for turn round. All right, okay, I'll bulldoze it. We'll do it now. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right, it's good. Because you see, if you're going to operate with a figure 8 commuting route, which is, as you know, the thing of which I am most notable, then you are going to need a one of those that will actually turn things around. It's not completely mandatory, obviously, but it is jolly helpful. Also, what we don't have here is the ability to get from one side of the station to the other, which if we're going to fling a port in here later, is going to be a thing that people will find useful. I think we go for a nice bit of tranquil coastal street. Although you are going to want to modularise that station. So there are some steps so that people can get into it. Don't build that now. Okay. Configure the station. Right, here's my station. Configure, please. Right, we need a set of steps. Thank you. Good. Right. Now, those set of steps want to be close enough to the port that we can make... Are we putting the port in now? Yeah. Oh, crikey. Well, that's ambitious. All right, okay, fine. Now, we'll make ourselves a little bit more working area here. I don't think that's unreasonable. And then we'll slap in the passenger harbour. Okay, we'll make it large so we can use the bigger stuff later on. Yeah, where are you going with that? I don't know. I'm twizzling it around, mate. Right, stick that in there like that. That's quite nice. Yes. And then if we can run a bit of road through the middle that will attract the tendrils of both these operational buildings, then we're in good stead. Like that. See? Brilliant. Do you want to use faster road? Well, why not? Except it doesn't fit. Try again. There you go. Yeah, nice. Okay, right, good. That's it. You haven't solved the actual problem that you were starting to try and conquer here, which is level crossing. Yeah, I know it's cheap and it's dirty, but in this case, it is probably the most effective thing to use. Now, we also want to do another connection here. Now, we've got this bit of road out there. We've got this bridge just kind of winking at us in a suggestive fashion. Can we get anything under there? You got no chance, pal. No chance. If I start lower down, I got a chance. It's not high enough. All right, hold on. It's having a think. This would be the absolute worst time in history that you could crash on me, game. So just don't. Oh no. All right, if it unfreezes again, just cancel it. Just don't touch anything until it moves, and then cancel this carefully. Alright, there you go. I've clicked the cancel button, and now we very carefully just wait for it to go. There you go. Right, okay, we live. Alright, that's okay. I had faith in the system and was prepared to start crying if the system let us down. We could probably get road under here. Really? After that near miss, you're going to go again? Yep. Right, do that. Hold this. Collision. Do that, do this. And then a bit of this. Go on. Fit. No, you're colliding with the coastline. Ah, okay. Well, actually, that's fair. I mean, there isn't actually anywhere to put a road if we get it over the other side anyway. So... that then. Yeah. Why don't knock out the building unless you have to. Why? That's never stopped me in the past. Yeah, do that. Yeah. Do this. Right. And then what have we got grazing here? It's a bear. Mr. Bear comes to Stepford. Or it might be Miss Bear. No, I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Bear because that's a more comedic name. Right. Okay. Give me a line here. Right, okay, so we're going to go from there. You should have your bus stop on the other side. I should, shouldn't I? Yeah. All right, okay, we'll do that. That's fine. Kill it. Thank you. Go in. Right. All of this is, of course, you're all going, I wonder where the Hiawathas have got to. I'm going to go, right, I reckon about now they're probably passing City 17. Because they'll have been held up in traffic for a bit. They might have got a little bit further than that, but, it won't be much further. Right, so we sling that on there, and then back to this, line manager. All right, there's number 1, and then around to number 2, out to the stop here, yeah, and then back to number 1, and then back to here. You've turned round though. Yeah, that's not done it, has it? No. Then out to here? No, everything you're doing here is bad. So we go 112, 115, 12, 15. Just this. You've basically built a bus route that goes in a random order. Put another stop in over there and it will sort it out. Kill all of this lot. Have another go in a minute. And also start from your turnaround station. You're not new to this. You should be able to competently... get that set up. All right, okay, stick that in here. Good. So, oh look, they're thrilled. We've got a bus stop, everybody. Yeah, rightly thrilled. You should be. Click on stations to add station. Start over here. Right, that way. We're going to go this way for a change. 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. That's the way. And then back this way, like so. And everybody's happy. Brilliant. Right, okay. So this is commuter. Yeah. Step Ford. Good. We got a depot. No, I'm on an island. What do you expect from me here? I don't expect anything from you, but the attitude is maybe a bit severe. Stick your attitude where the sun doesn't. All right. Okay. Fine. Flipping it. Voice 2 is getting really quite uppity. Right. Okay. Sure. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, the AI might be able to make use of this. But I'm going to bung a depot on it, and that will at least allow this to start doing its thing. Road dep will go towards the end. Right, good, yeah. And then buy some vehicles. How many do you would think? I think 3. This is only a tiny, tiny little place, and we'll go with the Daimler for this one. Purchase. Thank you. And then commuter, Stepford. Go. Next. Right. And we're really hoping we don't see a train. Oh, they're here already. Oh, crumbs. All right. First train. Now, I would be incredibly surprised if this were carrying very much. 21. Okay. They probably came from New York, you know. New York. All right. Now, there's another thought here. And that thought is, I might not actually have to put any signals on this route at all because of the number of stations in use. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that no one's getting off because when this train will have left its original stop there was nobody waiting. We've already got passengers waiting at Hill Valley. Right, crack on, get to the next one. Yeah, okay, now we are against the clock. We're against a clock anyway. The clock, who knows? Maybe against it, may not be. Stop teasing yourself with the extra large street. Just put in some of this. But there's no tendrils. Tendrils me. Oh, really? What's your problem? Well, firstly, we've got an incline. We can solve that. Give me this. There you go. All right. Now it'll be on the right level, and then it can level everything else out along the way. See, look, that's what you want. Good. I can hear another train, which is, you know, not unexpected, because we're kind of expecting trains, and many of them to boot. Groovy. Okay, right, now I do want to get a ride along in here at some point, but I have got to make this station work at least. The others that I've yet to do. What was that? I thought it had put in a flipping hideous ramp thing there. Yes, the others that I've yet to plumb in, they are a little closer to the town centre. Why are you trying to put tram track on here? Don't. Thank you. Although this would be a nice place to put a tram. And actually, given the volume of traffic that we're going to try and run through this station, it might warrant a tram rather than a bus. All right, yeah, tram. Okay, all right, good. Yeah, stick that on there. Right, now then. I will tram up the road once I've decided the route that we're going to take. Look at this. Crikey, that's a pretty glorious terrace we've got going on here, and the AI can't quite bring itself to link them back up again. I have no such problem, however, and we'll do that. And it will go, whoa, but it was going so beautifully. I was going, no, you were taking ages and nothing was happening. Let's get rid of this lipped bit at the end there, and if it needs to continue reconnections there, it can do. Right, streets, buildings, streets, all of that stuff. Right, well, I have one up here. That's fun. And then one down here. Oh, anyway, we just doubled the fun. And then one over here. Now, it leaves this lot out in the cold a little bit, so maybe if we stick one on this street. Yeah, there we are. We're about good. Now then, we want to tram up. Tram tracks, please. Yes. Okay. Go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, all of this. Yeah, this is a fun route. I like it. Yeah. Right. It's maybe not an efficient route, but it is a fun route. Right, okay, that's enough of that. We're going to need somewhere to put the tram depot, which will be out here. Kind of go, no, I was planning that road in for doing something dramatic later on. I go, were you? That's unfortunate, because I've just stuck a tram depot right at the end of it. Yeah, sorry. Now then, what you got for me here? We have the DL 3000 WIT, 19 passengers, 30 kilometers an hour. There's nothing remarkable about that. It's built in Japan for use in China. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to use it. Purely because I haven't used one before, and we're here to experiment new things. Did you give it a name? I did. Did you, though? You haven't actually built the route, have you? Don't answer that. You know the answer. Right, okay, let's do the thing here. So this is the Wakanda Freedom Commuter Line. Wakandan Freedom. Yeah, all right, whatever you like. Yeah, and that one. Peachy. Okay, right. So commuter, Wakanda Freedom Line. I'm not. I wasn't kidding. The Wakanda Freedom Lin there has been placed into operation. Dramatically interesting. Off you go. Should be commuter tram. Like I care. Right, okay, that's them deployed. On to the next one, which is the Sprawl. Okay, right. Now, what do you think you look like? Let's give this... Right, no tram for you. You don't deserve it. This one. Something along the lines of bulldoze quite a bit, but put a straight line in there. Isosceles this triangle. Yeah. You know, it's not actually talking to this... yeah, you disgust me. Yeah, all right, okay. All right, I'll try it again. There you go. Stick that in there. Tendrils have appeared. Right, now I'll do that. Yeah. The number of buildings being removed may seem excessive, but they'll be back. When they learn they can get to the bright lights and smells of other places, they'll go, oh, I really need to go and smell that. So they'll be quite happy with the space I have built for them. Let's take that way. Stop going uphill quite so vigorously. There you go. Now drag that onto here. There you are. And then the AI will soon get the idea of banging a couple of streets through the middle of here. And if we're lucky, they won't be in a completely hideous fashion. There you are. See? Told you. Yeah. Yeah, me and the computer, we're on the same wavelength, you know. Oh, I've separated one side of town from the other. All right. Well, if we do that... That's too long. Try that. Can we get a quick bridge over there? Yeah, you can, but it's flipping odious. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, well, where's a good place to put a bridge that isn't going to be odious? Don't know. What? Sorry? Don't you get rowdy with me as well? What? No. So, sorry, that's my telephone again. It's having a go. And you didn't know what I was asking. I hadn't invited it to say anything at all. Frankly, I thought I had the automatic response to my voice systems turned off. Evidently, that is not the case. So, you know, it's Madam Google spying on my adventures. Look, you're going to have to work a little bit harder to get that to work. Just the train. Look, yeah. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with current events. One more bit like this. Right, look, we need to wrap this episode up. I know, but I haven't finished. Actually, you are close to finishing. What is that in aid of? How is that possible, even remotely? That's awful. Okay, alright. Yeah, further consideration and contemplation are... Also, this is not a good road layout. Oh, okay. Hello, autosave. Super duper of you to turn up today and save automatically. Get rid of that, and this, and that. Right. And this, and that. Yeah, I know that was the connection for the whatever that is. It's an iron mine. But, yeah, no, not today. Right, hold on. You, configure, give me a set, not tracks. No, what we want is... walkie-walkie. There we go. Now, later on, we may have to remove the walkie-walkie if we decide that this iron ore is something we want to perpetrate. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Now, are we going to... What's that? Hold on. We've got a red light. What's the red light? Train 37 reports a problem. That's the west coast, northwest coastal, presumably. Okay, I wonder if that's one of the Hiawathas heading out in that direction. We'll have a look at it in a sec, just to finish that off. But I am going to do the last of these commuter lines before we do so. Yeah, I know, I've chickened out and I've done a flipping level crossing again. I'm no more pleased about that than you are. Believe me. Although it has to be said, level crossings in this game are far superior to in the last one. So I should use level crossings purely as a reflection of, well done there, development lads. You have made these more operational. No tram track, thank you. Right. Okay, good. Yeah, this is no Wakanda. It doesn't warrant a tram track in the slightest. And then we'll bung some out here, yeah, and then we'll do some over the other side of town, and that will give us full town coverage. You appear to have gone overboard there to the tune of 1 extra. No, it'll be good. Yeah, no, you'll be right. It'll be okay. All right, new line from that one to this one, to that one, and then this one, and then that one, and then back the other way. Yeah, there we go. Good, right, thank you. And that's going to be commuter. Any idea where we are? The Sprawl. Okay, the Sprawl. Right, grand. Now, depot. Because obviously this isn't connected to anywhere in the world. No, it's not. Not for miles. In fact, you would have to go miles to connect up to anything at all. So we'll just go standard road depot. Is that train still broken? Well, the light's still lit, so I think it's safe to assume, yes, it is still broken. All right, okay. Well, look, we're done. I haven't got to do any more. New York's already hooked up. Minas Tirith is already hooked up. This is the last one. We'll go back with the Fuso again. And we'll slap 3 on here because it's only little. Yes, Sprawl. Right, go. Okay, right, now then, what's your problem? Let's go say hi. Right, here we are. Where are we? We're in Miranda. Alright, alright. Well, one thing occurs to me immediately. Go on, what's that? You're facing the wrong way. Yeah. Now, this had been running for absolutely ages without issue. So the only thing I can assume, and I have to assume it, is that it is the new stuff that has somehow caused a problem here. Yeah, so it's got to be done. That has to be the assumption that is made. You've caused a bit of a backlog of other trains there as well. Not least of all, one of the Hiawatha's. Ah, yeah, you see, I bet that's going to be the cause. Now, what's the signalling situation here? Because both Route Hiawatha and the big northern main line, they all end up going into here. Now, presumably, this station will have been smart enough to stick them on different terminals. We've got the Umbrella and the presumably on 1, the Traveller on 2. That's fine. Okay, good. And then have we got a signal? We have got a signal there. Where's the next signal? Not for a bit. So we're definitely going to need another signal on there to keep this moving. So if we go like that, that should allow for a bit of queuing. In fact, we might go 1 more. Yeah. All right, and then we'll do 1 at the junction, because that's just good manners. Right, so 1 here. Yeah. Okay. And then, on which side were you on there? I was on the right side. Stop panicking. All right, okay. I wasn't panicking. I just wanted to make sure that you were, in accordance with things. Okay, right. Those 2 signals should help that keep rolling. And I think also, in order to prevent possible problems, we'll stick some there and some here. But I don't really... Well, I don't need to put more signals in than that. Well, okay, maybe I do. But it shouldn't be necessary. If anything, it will help trains avoid bunching up as well. But while they are bunched up, because obviously they've all just been deployed from the depot, we'll just stick a few signals in just to create another block or 2 along the way there. Right, good. Now, if we're very lucky, as I continue along the route here, we will come across a train that is about to head into the xylophone, and we can ride on it. Because that would be a super place to finish off. And then to start next time, what we'll do is we'll ride the full length of this. Yeah, I know. I'm not oblivious to the people who go like, oh, go on, do us a Tracks and Beats episode. Well, I won't do a full tracks and beats because they're not for everybody. But I will do a ride on. There you go. That's more than you need for today's show. Now, where's my nearest train? Here it is, look. That's an Arctic Traveller. It's got 28 on board. Camera time. Right, good. Okay, so we're coming up on Questa Verde International. This could lead to quite a nice camera view because obviously we've got the port over on the right side and we've got the station over on the airport, beg your pardon, and that big beefy truck stop over on the left. Yeah, no, there is ample opportunity for this to look splendid. Now, this wasn't actually hauling that many passengers, so this is it's not a profit bandit. This one, we've got no one wants to go to. I say no one. We've got like 3 people want to head out to the xylophone, just ever so slightly past the end. No, we're bang on the end of the platform. Well, here we go. Now, this is the proof of the pudding moment where we find out whether the xylophone is in fact glorious. And I'm gonna point out right now that I said yes, we have got this done by the end of the 3rd episode. Now, the 3rd episode has been quite lengthy, but the majority of it was spent mucking about with commuter routes. That's no way for an adult to behave. Mucking about with tracks is what you want to do. Flipping out, this is an aggressive downhill. Okay. Good luck getting your speed up coming back up there. Yeah, that's not well designed. Well, to be honest, it is designed for electrics, which do have a little bit more torque for your uphill motion. Not much more, but a little bit more. All right, now, brace yourselves. This could be amazing. It might be totally not worth it, but it might be amazing. I'm going to put my money on it being amazing. If nothing else, it's unusual to have this level of embankation on either side of the train as you come in. But here we go. We're coming under the xylophone, and it's going to look brilliant. Yeah, I'm vindicated. Yeah, this is great. Now, it's not perfect. I mean, more effort could have been applied here to make this work. But it's not bad for a first pass. Were I to do another one of those, I would do it where the station itself or rather the land I was building the station on was above sea level. Just a thought. But there you go. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Next project will be to link up those other stations here in the Arctic region, and then from there, something freight ? Don't know. Freight. We've got a passenger ferry to set up. I mean, we'll get that done as well. Yeah, I think it's freight ? I think it's probably the next project after that. But the only way you can find out for sure is to tune in and watch. So, you might want to do that. And if you do want to do that, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. I mean, flipping out, you've made it through an hour and probably, best part of 10 minutes. Subscribe and that if you're not done so already, because you clearly love this stuff. Either that or you walked away from the computer and I'm just burbling away in the back. Look, aeroplane! Good. Right. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Okay, I think that is probably the most amount of track I have deployed in the shortest amount of time ever in, the best part of 500 plus videos. That's it's pretty impressive stuff. And some of it's actually quite decent as well. Some of it's a little bit, mundane, but some of it's quite decent. Now, I'm going to buy a bunch more trains right now while you're not watching. Don't panic, you're not going to miss out on much. Basically, I'm going to duplicate a couple of the services up just to get a bit more iron, running up and down a joint, because that's going to be quite exciting. Next time, however, we're going to do the umbrella route, or potentially loop, that runs around this segment of the map. That'll be good. And then from there, anything could happen. But you're going to have to stay tuned for anything to happen. So do the usual, bung a like at this, and subscribe so I see you next time. All right, you done that? No? Well, come on, I'm waiting. That's more like it. Right, see you next time.